Welcome. In front of me is a ZTE Blade A51, and today I will show you how you can bypass the Google verification on this device. So I'm gonna first get started by connecting to my network so I can show you that the device is locked. You can see it right here. We do have a lock icon signifying that it is, but I do also want to show the other screen. So let me quickly connect to my network. Now, in your case, you also want to connect to your network. And that took a little bit longer than I would have liked, but there we go. So now we can see that I do have the device locked. It's telling me to draw the pattern as a way of unlocking it. And I can also press right here to use the Google account instead. So there we go. So now actually getting started with the bypass. First thing we're going to do is back out to the very first page right over here. And you do want to click on the emergency call. Then you want to select emergency info twice. Click on the edit button, which is the pencil. Name owner. Drop down right over here. And we're going to now select to choose an image. This opens up our file manager. And in here, we want to select the 3 bars. And we're going to select, Go Gallery or Gallery Go. Yeah. Next, once my page actually loads up. Oh, I did it actually incorrectly. Let's get back to it. There we go. We want to hold it, not press it. This will then open up the app info instead, not the actual application. Now in here, we're going to navigate to permissions, and then we're going to search for settings. Okay, so it looks like it loaded it all up. Now it's not really giving me what I'm looking for. There we go. For some reason, the first time around, it didn't show it up. As you can see, now that I typed it the second time, it's at the bottom. So anyway, in here, we're going to select the settings application, the one where it just says settings. And we want to select open. And we're going to navigate to apps and notifications right over here. See all, however many apps it shows you. And then we want to select Android setup, which it is actually visible by default. So Android setup, you want to select force stop and OK. And we're going to go back once. There we go. And next thing we're going to be looking for is Google Play Services. Right over here. And here you're going to select disable app and the force stop. Now it might start spamming you with the notification sound. So in this case, what you could do is just turn down the volume and select this bell. And now it's going to be on vibrate, and now it's going to be silent. So the reason you probably want to do this is because when the phone loses connection to Google Play Services, it will start spamming you that it has no access to it, which is absolutely annoying and really serves no purpose other than to annoy us. So that's why I recommend turning down the volume. Now, next thing we want to do is back out again. And we're going to now back out all the way. Okay, and now we're going to go through the setup. Now when it says getting your phone ready, we can go back, and this will back us out to the Wi-Fi page, which by default will be skipped because we are already connected to a network. So In here, what we're looking for is the option to set up offline. Now, it's visible for me, but you don't want to press it just yet. The reason for that is because right now with Google Play services being disabled, nothing would happen. So now we're going to back out and repeat the steps that we have done before. So again, we're going to go to emergency info, edit, owner, image, choose an image, 3 bars, hold the gallery go, permissions, settings, open, apps and notifications, see all apps, find Google Play services, and we're gonna now enable it. Then we're gonna back out again. And again, we're gonna progress through the setup. And again, we're gonna go back. And now we have Google Play services enabled, and we still have the option to set it up offline. Now we wanna click on it, continue. And this time around, it will just allow us to set up the device without needing to connect to network, because it does have the option to, it gives us the option to, and it still has already verified with Google services that everything basically is okay, that it's checked in. So it just allows us to finish up the setup. Now, the reason it allows us to do so is because the phone never updated the setup offline option, so it stayed there even though it shouldn't be there. And that's why we can actually finish up the setup right now. Now, the process of bypassing is still not finished just yet, so there's one last thing we will need to do, which is navigate into the settings. We're gonna scroll down to System. There we go, that was odd. We're gonna select Advanced and then Reset Options and Erase All Data, Factory Reset. Erase all data, and then you want to press on the button Erase All Data once more. This will then begin a factory reset of your device. And the reason you want to do this as a last step, even though you already have access to your home screen, is because the device still holds the old info of the Google account and screen lock that was previously used on this device. So by performing a reset of the device through settings, you're forcing the device to remove this data. So after the reset, the device will be at that point fully unlocked and you can go to another setup, but at that point you can set it up in whatever way you want. It will act as a brand new device would normally. So there we go. Now I'm not going to go over this on the video just because it's a simple factory reset that shows us absolutely nothing. So it's kind of redundant. So anyway, with this being said, if you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.